Hey guys, so let's have a look at this question. So in this question you have, you need to find the equivalent capacitance between A and B, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 conducting plates being given over here. Assume each conducting plate have the same dimensions and neglect the thickness of the plate. The distance between the plates are given, D, 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 2D and D. We need to calculate what will be the effective capacitance between A and B given epsilon naught A by D is equal to 7 microfarads, right? Okay, so this is a standard capacitor questions, effective capacitance question over here. So first thing I want you to realize is, hopefully you are able to realize that we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 capacitors over here. We have 5 capacitors over here, and he's asking effective capacitance between A and B. So a good idea is to always connect A and B to a battery. So let me connect A and B to a battery. So let me imagine that I'm connecting A and B to a battery like this, right? And let the EMF for this battery be E, right? So since this positive terminal is connected to A right now, your potential of this plate will become equal to E, and potential of this plate will become equal to 0, right? And since this plate is connected to this plate, charge transfer will happen between these two plates until their potential will also become equal. So potential of this plate will also become equal to 0, right? And now this is some new potential. So let this new potential, this is not connected to either E or 0. So this plate will have some new potential. Let that new potential be V1. If this plate has a potential V1, then this plate will also have a potential V1, because again they are connected. Charge transfer will happen. They'll attain electrostatic condition, and when they attain electrostatic condition, their potentials must be equal, right? Okay, so once again this is a new potential, so let this new potential be V2, right? So now I've assigned potential to all the plates. I've assigned potential to all the plates. So now let me draw an equivalent circuit diagram. So the circuit diagram I'll be drawing over here is, I have 4 points of potential, E, V1, V2 and 0. Let me assume epsilon naught A by D to be equal to C, right? Just to show it is in an easier way in this diagram. Okay, and we know that C value, that is equal to 7 microfarads. We'll make use of that later. Okay, so between E and V1 I have this capacitor. Between E and V1 I have this capacitor. So that is epsilon naught A by D only. So this is a C. Between E and 0 also I have a capacitor. So between E and 0 I have a capacitor. That capacitance value is also C. So this capacitor is also taken care of. Between V2 and 0 I have a capacitor, which is this capacitor. So between V2 and 0 I have a capacitance whose capacitance is C. Between V1 and V2 I have a capacitance, but the separation between them is 2D. So this capacitance value will be equal to C by 2. And finally between V1 and 0, I have a capacitor. That capacitance value is also equal to C, right? So this is your effective circuit diagram. And hopefully when you notice the circuit diagram, you see that things are a lot more simpler over here. We see that these two are in series, that's in parallel to this, and then this entire things are in series and that's in parallel with this. So let's keep on breaking this, simplifying this circuit. So this circuit will simplify too. So since C by 2 and C are in series, the effective capacitance of them will be equal to C by 2 into C by 2 plus C. So that will become equal to C by 3. Then C by 3 and C are in parallel. So this will become C and 4C by 3. This becomes C and 4C by 3. And that's in, these two are in series now. And these two are in series and they are in parallel with the C. C and 4C by 3 are in series. So what will be the effective capacitance? C into 4C by 3 by C plus 4C by 3. So this will become equal to 4 by 7. This effective capacitance will become equal to 4C by 7. So now this will become equal to 4C by 7 and C. And now they both are in parallel to each other. So the effective capacitance over here will become equal to 11C by 7. And now C value is equal to 7 microfarad. So your answer for this question then will become equal to C effective in this case is equal to 11C by 7, which is 11 by 7 times the 7 microfarad. So that will be equal to 11 microfarad, right? So hopefully this question makes sense. See you guys in the next question.